Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 13th through the 19th. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here. And then we're going to pull a lovely oracle card for you from this beautiful unicorn deck right there. So without further ado, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, we're going to see what's going on with Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. I know you guys are used to me doing like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the days are melting together for a lot of people right now. So I'm just going to pull the cards by way of like just what is the overall message for this week for Virgo? What does Virgo need to know? Any heads up, any information coming in. So I'm not going to do like that daily breakdown like I usually do. We're just going to take the week as a whole. You guys will have to let me know if you like this format, if you want to continue doing it this way. But we're going to go ahead and jump right on in here. So that's interesting. I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. But you guys saw me shuffle, and you're getting the first card Monday, Tuesday, as did Aries. Well, not Monday, Tuesday, just the first card of the week. You have the Four of Coins. It's not too surprising because I think overall this is an energy that a lot of people are experiencing right now, where there is some fear around finances. But I'm getting a different feeling from this card for you guys, Virgo, than I did for Aries. With Aries, I got the feeling that they just really needed a lot of space and distance, like physical space from people. Virgo, I feel that you guys are feeling like your foundation is being threatened in some way. Now, I'm not saying this in a scary way. Don't panic. I mean, like you're feeling insecure about something. So maybe you're feeling insecure about where you stand in a relationship. Or maybe you had like some kind of plan B or something in the back of your mind to fall back on in case things get challenging or difficult, and you might feel like, oh, okay, well, that's not going to be a good plan B. So, like maybe some of you were thinking of like going and staying with family or something, and there might be some discussion happening in the early part of the week that's making you realize, oh, well, maybe that's not a good plan, maybe that's not a good idea. But Four of Coins lets us know that even though we have fear, even though we might be feeling like things are not stable, or even though we might be feeling like we're kind of lacking in some way, this is a matter of mindset, okay? You want to try to be in the mindset that, the universe is an abundant place, that things will work out, that there's a solution to everything, that you will find a way, miracles happen. You're receiving guidance, you're being directed, you're being guided to solutions. You want to try to cultivate this kind of mindset, Virgo. I know it can be challenging, but ultimately in the end, it is very helpful. And this is how you will be able to get into the flow of manifesting more quickly and attracting opportunities your way. I do feel some of you Virgos, and this is maybe just because this is a general reading, obviously, so this might be for like a small portion. I do feel some of you have been waiting for a decision about whether or not you're going to get to work or return to work, or whether or not you're going to be able to work off-site or off location. And so for those of you that you're waiting, I do feel in the early part of the week you're receiving word of this, but there might be some restrictions, there might be some conditions. So maybe it's less hours, or maybe functions are changing a little bit, and so you might be feeling like you need to really focus, and you might be needing to get into your zone, into your space in that way. Okay, your next card here is the Judgment card. So Judgment card is a card that is a major arcana card. So obviously when the major arcana cards come up, we're dealing with some kind of really big crossroads, really big decisions, really big life lessons. And when the Judgment card comes up, you're dealing with a situation where you're really, really wanting to do something important, or you're feeling like led or guided to do something more important. So you might be kind of tempted to try to like answer a higher calling of some kind, or feel like you want to do something that matters or making a difference in some way. Although I feel what's happening for some of you, because this is coming in after Four of Coins, you're feeling like, I'm hearing, I just want honest work. I just want honest work. So I feel some of you might feel that the atmosphere or the environment that you're working with, you don't like. You don't like it. Maybe you feel like your coworkers are dishonest. Maybe you feel there might be some aspects of the field that you're in where a lot of people are dishonest. But I feel like you're wanting to do something that you feel is more on the up and up. For example, you know, not all salespeople are liars. There's a lot of very honest salespeople, and there's a lot of salespeople that will be successful, and they'll be able to get sales because they're honest, because they're able to win their clients or customers over and hear what they need and, you know, match them with what they need. But then there's also some people in sales that they want to take the quick way, right? And they're just going to tell you all kinds of things, you know, just, you know, oversell, overpromise, just to kind of get you hooked in, just to kind of get you landed. So some of you might be in some kind of field where in that way there might be like some, like a lot of people that you're seeing to be dishonest. But I just feel like you're wanting to do something that you feel is doing good for people. Virgo, I feel some of you feel like you're in a line of work that is actually harming people. Okay? I knew somebody that was having like an existential crisis over their job, over their work. And they were working a job that they, you know, went to school for. It was a really good job. But it was a job in which there were a lot of like legal things happening. And so it was just kind of like using the law in ways to like go after people, even though it was like justified. Like the whole civil thing, like it was just too much for them and they couldn't do it, right? Was it a dishonest job? No, but they weren't in that vibration anymore. So some of you are having this kind of situation where you're just feeling like you're not in the vibration anymore. Those of you that are still reporting to work, you might be feeling like you need space because you just might feel like you're cringing to be there or hearing people talk and just being in that environment. So when the Judgment card comes up, it says you are being called to something higher, right? And that you are being shown the way, what steps to take. So try to take some time, meditate, pray, ask so that you're able to see the next steps to take. But I just feel some of you are in the very beginning stages of making a very significant transition, wanting to come into a life where there's more meaning. You do have Nine of Cups here. So Nine of Cups is definitely a card of wishes coming true. Okay, wishes coming true, being able to, you know, manifest what you're going after. Now, it's interesting to me that you have Nine of Cups coming up since your first card was Four of Coins, because Four of Coins can also be, Virgo, that some of you are finding yourself in a situation where you're having to withhold assistance to others. Maybe people are asking you to borrow money, or maybe people are asking you to help them out or to give them your time or your energy. And so you might be kind of keeping this to yourself. You might be very cautious with what you're sharing or giving other people, right? You know, Judgment card might even say you're prepared, or you're thinking that, hey, if these people fall away or they don't want to talk to me anymore, that's fine. I'm ready to part ways. You might even be like that like in that much of a reserve or like resolve here. Because with Nine of Cups, even though it's a card that your wishes are coming true, good things are happening, it's also a card that indicates some people, not everybody, but some people might be looking at you as like you're being selfish or you're being greedy. Okay, so I feel some of you, maybe you've been in this Four of Coins energy for a while where you haven't been letting people borrow money, or you haven't been, you know, bending over backwards for people. And then they might find out something happens for you this week where you, like, some wishes coming true, and they might find out that, like, you got a new car, or that you're moving, or that you've started some business, or that you've purchased equipment or something for your business or your company. And there might be some people that are looking at you like, oh, okay, well, I thought you didn't have any money, or I thought you were really struggling. Like, they might be kind of surprised, like, where is this coming from? And they might kind of look at you as like you're being greedy, or you're being selfish, and you're keeping everything to yourself. But Nine of Cups says that, you know, you shouldn't allow these people to make you feel guilty, that you should allow yourself to be in the moment to enjoy these things. You have a right to enjoy what you work so hard for. And I think that's the overall feeling here, is being able to feel a sense of enjoyment with this Nine of Cups. Your next card here, my dears, is Four of Cups. How funny. It's like a wish is coming true. Things are beginning to fall into place. And then very shortly thereafter, you're at the Four of Cups. Now, I feel that this is because someone's coming in and raining on your parade. So Four of Cups might make you feel like, oh, forget it. Like, I can't even be happy about that. Like, somebody can't even let me be happy 2 minutes without coming in and complaining and saying, oh yeah, but you owed me for this, or oh, but I asked you for that and you said you didn't have it, and now I find out you're going to go and you're going to spend it on this or spend it on that. Like, you might have somebody coming in and just kind of popping or bursting that bubble. And this is going back to the Judgment card, Virgo. It's becoming more clear to you, like, who you're having to distance yourself from. It's becoming more clear to you, like, you know, this is just a person or a situation that no matter what I do, they're not going to let me be happy. They're going to come in and nag. They're going to come in and complain. You know, they're going to create some kind of issue. So I do feel like you're preparing to kind of part ways here. I don't feel the action is necessarily happening this week. I think with the Nine of Cups, the door is opening. But I feel as far as, like, you know, walking through the door, so to speak, and taking the action steps, maybe like in the coming weeks. But I feel there's just like this realization, like you're just getting to this energy where you're like, you know what, I've had enough and this isn't working for me anymore, and I want to be happy and I want to move on. So it's like you're just barely kind of like opening up to this energy. You're just making this decision that, you know what, this might be a scary transition, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready to do it. So you're preparing for this transition. You're opening up, and you're ready to receive this massive change, which is essentially, it's bringing you abundance. We know that with the Nine of Cups here, you know, moving away from that Four of Coins energy. But the Judgment card says there's going to be people and situations and things that you're having to cut out of your life so that you can be on that path to abundance. So it's going to be a big shift. It's going to be a big change. And so you're preparing for that. You're preparing to receive this change. You're preparing to make this transformation. So we're going to go ahead and pull your Oracle card for the week, my dear Virgos. Be sure to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others. We will talk about that a little bit at the end. And if you're looking for love and romance videos, be sure to check out the love and romance videos for April that are linked in the description of this video, as well as the channeled angel messages, my dears. So here you have this beautiful card, Virgo. You have delight. So let's go ahead and read the words here. It says, count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. So we were talking about that, being prepared for miracles, right? Being prepared for miracles. Also, too, it's like, you know, having these little wings on this little horse or this little pony, it's making me think of just really being able to overcome obstacles quickly or easily, being able to just kind of fly over any bumps in the road. So I do feel like there's a tremendous degree or level of unblocking, Virgo, that you're going to be experiencing that's opening you up to receive so quickly. So anytime we're going through an unblocking, we are going to feel tired. It's important that you rest. It's important that you go easy on yourself. But you're really, really coming into like working smarter, not harder, and coming into this energy of receiving and seeing doors open and giving yourself permission to be happy. You know, not feeling like you constantly have to be sacrificing or bending over backwards, I should say. Well, I'm not trying to be vulgar. I meant to say bending over backwards, you know, for others. But, you know, just being in that energy. I would encourage you guys to watch your moon sign and rising sign because it might bring more elements into it. I know some people don't know what their moon or rising is, or they just have a lot of questions about like what affects what. So there is a site linked in the description of the video where there's some free articles that you can check out that kind of explains all that stuff. And they also have private astrology readings that you can order, like love and compatibility readings, having your birth chart analyzed, getting a forecast for the year. Very, 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 I was very impressed. They gave me a reading. They gave me like a forecast for 2020. I was very, very impressed. And so they've been kind enough to offer to sponsor the channel by also giving you guys a code for 30% off. They're already very affordable prices. So if you want to check them out, you can. Even if you're not going to buy a reading, if you just want to go and read the articles they have up there, it's free to read the articles. You can go on there and you can check that out. And if you would like to get the card of the day from me, don't forget every single day on Instagram and Facebook, I post a daily message. I post a little pick a card game. And if you would like a private reading with me, you can schedule a private reading with me through the Calendly link in the description of the video. The astrology, it's something else. I'm not an astrologer. A lot of my viewers and a lot of the people booking readings for me are asking me like really detailed astrology questions. And I do not want to give you guys false information. I don't want to sit here and pretend like, oh yeah, I know everything about astrology, and then like teach everybody wrong. I don't want to do that. I read cards, I read intuitively. So I'm going to leave the astrology to the astrologers. I was really impressed with them. If you want to check that out, go ahead and do that. And if you want a private reading with me, click on the Calendly link to schedule a card reading with me there. I thank you guys so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you an amazing week, Virgo. Take care.